I'd love to just learn more about your approach when you're taking that patient that has a lot of work
Sure.
to do.
Yeah, for sure. And I do have a methodology. It's my precision method. It's discovery, diagnostics, data, and design. And discovery is where we first understand what's your why, what are we trying to accomplish. Like a guy this morning, a guy from California I was working with, his main goals is he wants to be able to ski again. He wants to be able to scuba dive again and play tennis. That's his why. So everything we do is we focus on how do I get him back to playing these sports and doing these activities. Some other guy, maybe I just want to have sex with my wife, so first of all, it's important to do that. Then the diagnostics where we do the advanced testing to find what are the blind spots. And so, to answer your question specifically, it depends on what those blind spots are. And we all have blind spots that are under the surface. They're just lurking, waiting to cause a problem that you don't even know. It may be hormones, it may be blood sugar, it may be gut, it may be inflammation from toxins. I had a guy who had tremendous fatigue. And the first thing I did was fix his hormones. I cleaned up his nutrition. I fixed his sleep and micronutrients, and nothing helped.
Hmm.
And we're like, damn. So we did further testing. Come to find out, he had mold in his gut.
Wow.
Mold. And we tracked it back to he had a water leak in his home. He had massive black mold in the walls of his house.
Wow.
So, like, certainly black mold is not the first thing I do. And that's not, I'm not the black mold doctor, but we were able to go through the testing to find that hidden blind spot that was ultimately the source of his fatigue. And every guy is so different, right? So it's all about the diagnostics, and then the data is where we talked just a few moments ago about personalized, biometric tracking to understand if what you're doing is working or not, whether it's genetics or wearable, sleep, stress, blood sugar, et cetera. And then the design, honestly, is where I put it all together. So that's where I answer your question, and it comes back to understanding what are those blind spots. In general, hormones is very early in that process, and I'll tell you why. If a guy needs to lose 30 pounds and his T is low, his thyroid is low, DHEA is low, blood sugar is high, cortisol is high, nitric oxide is low, all these imbalances in hormones, and I try to get him on a fitness program, is he going to be motivated to do that fitness program? Hell no. If he's not sleeping, is he going to have the right hunger and satiety signals and the right desire to eat the right foods that he knows? No, he's gonna be eating like shit because he's not there yet, And so I am big on creating motivation and momentum in the beginning. And the way you do that is by fix the low-hanging fruit first. And so it is often fixing hormones first. It's fixing testosterone, thyroid, DHEA, vitamin D, nitric oxide, all these hormones, getting a guy sleeping as well, fixing some basic micronutrient levels, cleaning up the gut, and getting to start tracking data. And then you can really start to dial deep into what's the nuance of what you have to address from there. And once I get a guy's hormones optimized, I get him sleeping well, I get him now eating the right foods. Now he's ready to hit the gym and do the work that he's got to do because he's now motivated and he has some momentum at that point. And that it takes a little bit of time to get there.